Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of the Pure Logic Podcast. I am your host, The Logical Dude, your favorite van life living crypto investing digital nomad. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time today with me. This is the podcast where I really kind of get to exert some of my doodly wisdom, whether it's questionable or not. But hey, I'm going to share what I want to with you guys because this is my platform, and if you want to listen to it, cool. Stick around. I'd love to have you guys thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. If you're over on 3speak.tv on the Hive blockchain, you already know what's up. You're already in the right place. But if you're listening to me on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor FM, and the other podcasting networks out there, come check out the Hive blockchain, where you can actually earn money for your time. You can stake in the network, have ownership in a social blockchain platform where you also have voting power, all that kind of stuff. One username login for all kind of different applications. It's really simple and easy to use once you kind of get in. Can be a bit of a learning curve at first, but you got a great community behind you that can help you out with that. So it's not a bad place to be. So come check us out. Come get your account on the Hive blockchain. You can access Leo Finance, Hive Hustlers, Hive List, Splinterlands game. You can come and play Rising Star. You can get involved with all kind of different platforms. There's so many different ways that you can earn on the Hive blockchain. It's not even funny. So come and join a global growing community where you own your data. You have the power, not the big tech oligarchies that are coming around censoring everybody. So, we're going to be talking about something similar today. So we're going to be talking about how you can turn a traditional reseller business just into a trading business. So if because that's all it is. That's all trading is. Whether you're trading stocks, cryptocurrencies, or Forex, all it is just a glorified reseller business. People make it really super complicated. I've been toying around with getting back into a little bit of leverage trading. I found a platform that I'm going to start playing with. It's a decentralized platform called Fulcrum, and it's available on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. I'm going to start out playing around with Binance Smart Chain and Polygon because Ethereum's gas fees are retarded, and I will not pay those gas fees to just make a trade. So Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, great ways to go to be able to come and play around with some leverage trading. You can do 2x to 5x, so I think it goes 2, 3, 4, and 5x leverage trading. They say you can go up to 15x, but all I've been able to see is up to 5x so far. But yeah, I've been playing around with that a little bit, and then I've just come to realize that, the amount of time that I used to go out and I used to spend locating products, sitting in a store trying to, act like I wasn't looking it up on eBay to see how much that product was going to be worth if I was going to resell it, scanning codes and all that kind of stuff, and all the times that I've gone around to different yard sales trying to find stuff to resell, and then you're holding on to products, you got to find a place to store those products, and then you've got to pack it and ship it and all that kind of stuff when you do actually sell the product. That could be a complete nightmare. Well, what's great is that I can basically run an entire reseller business here on my phone without ever touching a product, and not talking about drop shipping or really any kind of other e-commerce style stuff. We're talking about trading. We're talking about buying a cryptocurrency or a stock at a low price and then selling it at a high price. You can even get as complicated as getting into like shorting and stuff like that, but that you need to get good before you start doing stuff like that. But you can play the market up and you can play the market down. You just got to learn how to do it right. For me, sometimes it's just easier to long the bottoms and then sell the tops, wait for it to come back down, and then do it again. Like I said, though, if you play it right, you can catch it, and then you can short, which is basically like promising to sell at a certain price, and then you're buying it back at another. So you're making money in between. You can make money up and make money down. It can be as simple, again, or as complicated as you want it to be. Same thing with any reseller business. So like I've gone And then you can get as diverse as you want to get, but I like to just really kind of watch a few assets, to where, same thing with, a reselling business. You can go out and you can look for all kind of different products. You can find everything on clearance and buy just a little bit of something on clearance and then turn around and try to resell all these different things. But you don't really know the specialty markets of all these different items. Whereas if you were to tunnel down into like a certain sector, you could really kind of understand the value of that market. And then you can, have an advantage over other buyers and sellers by knowing what you're looking at, by knowing like exactly what models of different items you're looking at, etc. But that takes time to research, just like it does take time to learn how to read charts and things like that. But what I'm really kind of coming to terms with, especially in this day and age, is the fact that we're having major supply issues. We're having fuel issues. I mean, the fuel expenses are absolutely going through the roof. So it's just really gotten to where it's not worth driving around to these different stores to find products to turn around and try to resell in the stores. That's why I'm focused on the print-on-demand stuff for Hive List and things like that. So for the Hive List store and for the vendors there, you can offer up your designs and stuff, and then we can go through our vendors, and I can handle all the middleman stuff for you. And then I pay out and that kind of thing in crypto. You pay me for the service in crypto. I pay you out in the sales in crypto. But I handle everything on the back end with fiat and stuff like that through my vendors. So, I'm trying to bridge the traditional world with the Web3, blockchain world, that kind of thing, and that kind of asset. I mean, kind of in that kind of sense. NFTs are a great method for as far as buying and selling and that kind of thing. That's a great way that we're bringing that traditional e-commerce into Web3 world, is through NFTs. But really, it's just trading. Trading is essentially an e-commerce business, because that's what you're doing. You are finding assets to buy low and sell high. That's it. That's it. Figuring out the values of those assets and figuring out when to buy low and, when to buy them and when to sell them and that kind of thing. That's what takes the bit of the research. But I can tell you what, you can do it sitting in your house, sitting in your van down by the river like I do, on your phone, on your laptop, iPad, whatever. You can sit there with your device and make money buying and trading assets that you don't ever really physically hold. And the thing is if you're trading the right assets, so if you're trading higher liquid assets, like I focus mainly on like Bitcoin, Binance Coin, Link, Matic, some of the higher cap coins that are available on the platform that I'm trading on. I don't like trading on centralized exchanges, especially now that the whole KYC stuff, the government's trying to get involved and, come in and, just, be government. I hate government. Anyway, yeah. So, I like decentralized exchanges. So, I found Fulcrum. It's a pretty good exchange so far. I've been playing around with it here and there, made a couple of practice trades, stuff like that, but I think I'm really going to kind of get back into focusing on that instead of wasting gas, wasting time going around trying to find these products that I'm really not making that much more of a profit off of than I am doing a little bit of leverage trading on some crypto, or coming in and making an options call on a stock if I find a really good deal on that. So like I'm looking at going on a little bit longer term options trade on the MJ ETF because the cannabis market looks like it's starting to take a little bit of a rise, but I'm going to watch for some confirmation on that because that, like I said, that's going to be, I'm going to play a longer options trade on that. But learning how to trade on a little bit of light leverage, not getting stupid with it, playing like, I don't even like playing 10x or above. I like playing those smaller 2, 3, 4, and 5x, leverage trades. A little bit safer, it all depends on your risk and that kind of thing as well. But don't ever risk more than you're able to lose, because it's essentially like gambling, Same with any business. What you're doing is you're gambling on the value of that product being higher than it is when you buy it. So, no matter what kind of product it is, it can be physical products, it could be a car, a house, or anything. I've had situations where I used to be in the car business. You buy a car and then you turn around and you try to go and sell it, and you realize that the you're not able to get as much as you wanted to out of it or something like that. And you end up, either not making as much money or not making money at all, or even losing money in some cases. Same thing can happen in stocks or in cryptos, but what gives you the advantage in this world is learning how to do a little bit of TA. Because if you learn how to do a little bit of technical analysis, learn how to read charts and stuff like that, it can really give you a massive advantage. It's not always right 100% of the time. That's just it. That's just the way it is. But it gives you a much better probability of knowing which direction the markets are heading so that you can make the right moves and kind of go from there. So what I'm going to start doing on CoinLogic TV is I'm going to start giving you more tutorial stuff on charts and trading and stuff like that. So especially for newer people, I'm going to share my strategies, things like that. But on the Logical Dude channel here, I'm going to be doing some more. I'm going to try to get into doing some live stream trading, getting into playing around with some other apps and like some video game, some like Splinterlands play at the same time, that kind of thing. Start doing some live streams and stuff like that. And, try to maybe get into some, short-term trading, playing the 5-minute chart and that kind of stuff. Cause it's fun to actually do that. I look at that as like a video game kind of thing. So when you get into that 1 minute, 5-minute chart, that's essentially like playing a video game. So, we'll go over my strategies, how I use the indicators that I use and things like that. So come and make sure you're following the Logical Dude and CoinLogic.online on Hive. Come check out CoinLogic TV on YouTube, that kind of thing. So you can see right there. Yep, CoinLogic. And we got CoinLogic right here. Coin-logic.com is the website for that. But we've got different videos going out over there that I'm doing here on the Logical Dude. So come watch us on both. I said 3speak.tv is a great place to see that, YouTube, and then you can find the audio versions of this podcast, again, on Spotify and that kind of thing. So hopefully you can come and follow the accounts, come learn how to do some trading, maybe, learn how to do, learn some new skills, learn how these rich folks have been doing it. I'm going to do a poor man's trading challenge to start off, probably start with a couple of $100, just getting started and just see what I can grow that into in like a month's period of time. So I'm going to be working up the live streaming, probably going to be live streaming on YouTube for that kind of thing. So be looking out for that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much going to be it for me today on this podcast. So just open up your mind a little bit. If you're in that traditional reseller market and you're still stuck in that world, think about opening up your mind just to something a little bit different. And really, you don't have to go anywhere. You can find assets to trade back and forth. I mean, really, it's best if you only focus on like 1 or 2 assets, maybe 3 to 4 tops. So that way you are kind of concentrating just on a few things, because concentration builds wealth and then diversification helps you keep it. And that's where a lot of investors really kind of are misguided, because people think that they have to come in and use their first, $1,000 to go into like 10 different stocks or 10 different cryptos or something like that. No, you really need to be focused on concentration and building wealth, and then diversification over time helps you keep it. So, hope you got something out of that today. Hope you have a great day. As always, be cool, be real, and always abide. And, just for the whole legality of it all, I never give any financial advice. This is all just my personal experience, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude living in a van that's been invested in crypto and been, playing in e-commerce for a long time. So, y'all have a great day. Peace out.